This is going to be a floor haul where I do a haul of items that I've purchased from the floor. This was requested by y'all, so thank you for that. I wasn't quite expecting that many responses or for y'all to be that interested in seeing what I picked up at my most recent estate sale. I am going to have to, unfortunately, split this video up because I got a lot of stuff. I spent $284. If you are new here, I will go ahead and link up above that video so you can see what estate sale I'm talking about. But I'm going to split this video up because I kind of want to do a try-on haul for the clothing because this is one of the pieces, by the way. I'm gonna scooch up here a little bit. Beautiful vintage, like 60s piece in all of its hot polyester glory. I am very hot in this shirt, but is so cute. Perfect fall vibes right now, which is what time of year it is right now. And I want to do like a cool try on haul for y'all. And so what I'm going to do is show you all of this one shirt because I'm wearing it, and then all of the hard goods I got, so stuff that is not something that I can put on my body. The first thing I'm going to share with y'all is, because I can't have a video without Miss Boxy, is, if I scoot over here, is this blanket. I found this crocheted Afghan. You know, you find them at thrift stores all the time and at these estate sales, but normally when I find them, they are poo brown, which there's nothing wrong with the color. It just was very popular in like the 70s and 80s when these were made, when every household had these. So it was really nice to find one in not poo brown colors. It's actually in like watermelon colors. You guys know how much I love green. I also really love the salmon color that's in there. And it is Moxie approved. So that is going to be kept by me. I wasn't expecting to keep it, but when I saw how big it was, I was just like, no. This is mine. I also found this German blanket. Now, I went ahead and washed it because it smelled like mature woman, which there's nothing wrong with that because that is whose home I purchased it from. But I don't think everybody likes that smell, especially if they're buying something off the internet. They kind of want it to be a neutral smell, or at least me personally, that's what I feel. Or like that new fresh clothes smell. If you know what I'm talking about, if you've ever like bought something new from a store, there's like a specific, it's like a new car smell but for clothes. I got this blanket. This was new, so I still washed it even though it was new, just to make sure. I also like don't know about this home, and with linens I always try to be extra careful with. So I did wash this. This is made in Germany. Like I said, it was a new blanket. I don't know how old it is. It does have this interesting like southwestern pattern to it, but it's just a nice throw blanket. I was worried when I washed it it was going to be like the other blanket that my partner's stepmom gave me, which ruined literally everything that I washed for the next 5 washes after it. But this did not shed at all, which was really nice, and I'm gonna put that up for sale. The next thing I'm gonna show you guys is these faux, are you gonna focus? Faux wood West Bend cups. These are vintage from the late 70s. I've got 5. I was only gonna get a set of 4, but then the estate sale ladies were being very helpful and put the 5th one in there because they didn't think I saw it. So I just bought it, because I kept feeling like it was going to magically still end up in my pile regardless of how many times I put it back. But they were all very nice. I also found Olivia Newton-John at this estate sale. This is a vintage songbook from the 70s. Look at how beautiful she is. Icon. Gorgeous, gorgeous icon. It has a lot of her original music. Also has some stunning photographs of her, like just taking pictures of her Grammy and her albums, and you know, just lovely pictures of her. It does have some spots on it, but these were selling for like $10 to $15. I also found this vintage hat I think it's just like it sits on top of your head, kind of like this. Except not this hairstyle. This hairstyle is not for this. I do need to reattach the veil. It does have the original tag here. These are faux paste pearls, and it does have the little clip. But I got this. I love selling vintage things, and these, like, if you like dressing vintage, accessories are where you're going to get the authenticity. Like, it doesn't matter how cool this outfit is. Like, this is vintage from the 60s. If I put my hair down, because y'all know how long it is, like down past my boobs, and put like a little flower crown around it, or like just put a red tie around my forehead to where I looked very hippie, and put some like a long black skirt on, or a long maroon skirt on, or even some like bell bottoms. You all know what I'm talking about. It's accessories and like the styling and hair is where you're gonna get your stuff. I don't know why I went on a long tangent about that, but yeah, love selling that. That's gonna probably go up on Etsy. Actually, most of the clothes are gonna go up on Etsy just because I feel like that's gonna be a better market for it, because vintage clothing, all this vintage clothing I bought off of Style alone. There's not really any known brands with it. I got these also for myself. These are vintage German knee-high socks from, I believe, the 60s. But very cool. Like, look at them knits. They're just very cool. So I got these for me, so I'm also keeping these because they're cool. I also found this. Look at this pretty, look at it. It's so pretty. So this is it's Japanese. I think that's why I bought it, because it reminded me of my grandma. So this is a Japanese little handkerchief thing from the 60s. Very pretty. I feel like somebody will want that besides myself. I also found a Pendleton tie. Unfortunately, because this is 100% wool, it does have some nom spots on it. It's not all the way through. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see it, but you can see how it's thin right here. You can kind of see it. Even though this is new. See that tag there? That's the original tag. Whenever this was, I think this is from like the 80s. This was originally $16 in the 80s. That's insane. But yeah, brand new Pendleton tie that has been nommed on by some moths. I still feel like, because you can't really see it except in certain lighting, I think I'll still be able to sell this pretty well. So there's that. It's also in the Black Watch plaid, which is perfect. I also found these. First of all, I must give a shout out to the name of this company. I don't know how that's gonna do on eBay in search terms, but this is a beautiful cameo pendant, which you can see here. And this is not necessarily a cameo pendant, it is a makeup pendant that can be turned into a cameo pendant after you've used all the makeup. So this one doesn't have any in it currently. So you can just close that up. It's got the box. This one does still have the makeup in it, which smells absolutely atrocious. Definitely well past expiration date. It was green, which I found very interesting, the same color as the cameo. But you can see the lip gloss that's in there. It's supposed to be one of those, like, you don't need a purse because you got your makeup right here. You just put it on there. And oh, that's an odor. Probably should not have done that. But I got two of these, one with and one without makeup. I just thought they were really cool. Also, again, big shout out to the name of the company, which I don't think exists anymore. Also, when I did try to look up comps for this, I saw people put it up as happy romance, so I don't know if you're not allowed to use that term on eBay or not. Or maybe there were some untoward things coming up and people decided to change that. I also found 2 vintage new old stock rag rugs as well from PBS Incorporated. So I've got 2 of them. Very cool. And I found, oh, that's heavy. Oh, did I put something? I put stuff in here. I also got this mostly for nostalgia feels. I don't know how many times my brother and I played with this particular item while just hanging out with my dad, because my dad doesn't know how to relax and only ever worked. So any of the quality time we spent with my dad, it was with him working on something or us having to help him. But I don't know how many of these we broke of his because we played with them, just like I'm doing now, because it's just so tactily pleasing with me. So I got this for myself. I also picked up this vintage alarm clock. This is West Clock, which is a really great vintage brand, by the way. Very MCM looking here. And it does work, which I was very surprised about. This is like looking at the plug from the 60s. Very cool. Then I have this Flint stainless steel mid-century modern. Oh look, it's you guys. Hello. Mid-century modern quart pan. I also got a little saucepan that matches it. I will sell them separately though. I'll put a freaking thing over here for you guys to see. But yeah, 2 MCM stainless steel pots. Very cool. I showed you all these in the video. I just couldn't. It's a pair of stirrup tights, black, brand new in the package. I mean, come on now. Somebody's gonna want these. I love it. I just can't. So this is a style 49 size C. So these would fit me. Sweet. Well, everything would fit me. That's part of why I decided to buy so much, is because I knew I could model it. I also got this for myself to read and also to resell. This is called Cows on Campus. This is like a tribute to Colonial Williamsburg. Yes, so this is like the history of Colonial Williamsburg pretty much, which is really cool. Like how it became to be and like the restoration of it, which you guys know I donate to the Colonial Williamsburg Foundation every year because Colonial Williamsburg in and of itself means a lot to me personally. I spend a lot of time there, and it just makes me happy because I'm a giant history nerd. I also picked up this Bienvenue la cuisine de la maison I'm sure I'm not pronouncing that right. It's cookbook. It's cookbook about some South Louisiana plantation recipes, which is problematic in its own way. But I figured it'd be cool to maybe pick one recipe out of here and make it for thrifted treats and then just resell the book. I thought that would be cool. I also got some vintage purses as well. Look at this 1960s beauty. Dude, look at that faux patent leather gloriousness. Look at it. It's so beautiful. Just snaps open. Oh, it's genuine leather. It says non-leather. Anyway, or maybe it's 50s. I don't know. It's definitely mid-century. That's the tag. It's brand new. I know it's brand new because here is the disgusting mirror that came in with it, which you can see it got hot and melted the glue. So I'm going to include this to show that it's new, but then recommend that people not use it because it's nasty. But yeah, cool mid-century brand new non-leather purse. And then I found this amazing 80s clutch with this lovely asymmetrical thing. This is leather, it smells leather, and this is also new, not used. Freaking glorious. This lady had like, and then I found a second 1980s glorious asymmetrical purse as well. Oh my god, what is this one? Bag Bazaar. But it's a clutch, but also has the thing inside, just like the other one. Y'all, I cannot. These things just make me feel some kind of way, like a good way. But here's this one. And, okay, my camera randomly cut out there. I guess it also could not stand the excitement of all the vintage purses. But this is a vintage purse from the 60s. This is made in Italy, expressly for Hecht. It does have some wear inside of the purse from where the hardware has rubbed up against it. I'm not sure if that's very visible. It's not like all the way through yet, but it's pretty close. So this was a very well-loved and well-used bag, despite how good of condition it is, considering how old it is. But very excited about this. Again, definitely probably going on Etsy. And then I have two of these. These are brand new old stock German crystal cake plates with, I've got two duck patterns, and then I have two floral patterns. So this is by WMF, which is actually originally a metal company, and then they decided to do glass and crystal. And the other one is made by Studio Nova. But one of those is already spoken for. You don't know, my best friend is German, his mom is German, and my friend Donna, who is his wife, asked for me to set aside one of those plates, whichever one her mother-in-law picks out for herself. So one of those is already spoken for. So one of those is already sold, which, Donna, thank you very much. It's not going to be consecutive hauls, friends, mostly because it's going to take a while for me to figure out how to film this, because I do want to try to do like try on as well, because almost all of these clothes fit me, and I really feel like that'll give you like a really good idea of like the appreciation for the clothing, because it's just so good, so good. I cannot, if you love buying vintage, selling vintage, wearing vintage, like this is a closet you dream of being able to peruse through. Not to mention just like pick stuff out of. I mean, one of the items I picked out, it's a 3-piece set, new old stock, that retailed originally for $500 in the 70s. So it's amazing, and I just want to do it justice for y'all and for myself. Also, I want an excuse to play dress up, because who doesn't want to do that? But I'm really happy. Again, thank you all very much for wanting me to do these hauls, because I love geeking out about vintage stuff, and I love the fact that there are, you know, 1,538 of you who want to watch me geek out about vintage stuff. And as a personal thank you, interesting history fact for the year 1538 AD is that the dissolution of the monasteries occurred in England, because, you know, King Henry VIII didn't like the fact he couldn't get a divorce. So he, you know, founded the Anglican Church and then dissolved all the monasteries in that year. Well, he didn't found the Anglican Church, but he dissolved all the monasteries in 1538. So thank you guys so much for watching. Be on the lookout for clothing haul. If you're watching this at some point in the future and I put that video out, I will link that above. And also in the end card, you will see the estate sale video if you have not seen me find all these goodies. And I will see you in the next video. And until then, bye. Bye. Got these at that estate sale. They're right there, because this one has eaten every single cork and wood coaster in the house. because she puppy and she does a chew. You are very cute though. It's a she licked the camera.